Boy, get back.
You Hollywood thuggin' and Grammy award shopping. You don't live in the hood, no visit, no more stopping. You got your tour popping. You in your Porsche boxed up. You on your porch watching while people out here dying. And you ain't even close enough buying to hear the sirens. It's them who buy your records just to hear a gangster lying. Quit claiming you banging iron, dog. If you a gangster iron. Now who said if you're black, you're gangster the thing to be? These rappers trying to be Scarface, they make believe. Dog, if you over 30, it's time to be realistic. There's no way you should be 37 and still ignorant, still snagging, still banging, and still flagging. You're still faking. This generation is still at it. I still be in the hood. It's getting real graphic. That's real.
Shabbat shalom to the brethren. Chop up coming soon. Stay tuned.
Not only do I know the truth, but I can make it rhyme. They knew you sell us out. That's why they let your boys in. They keep you eating good long as you feed the hood poison. Got you endorsing they living and making blunt raps. St. Eyes to Chris Dow, it always was that. They say the government gave us guns, liquor, and crack. But last time I checked, your dealer was black, and your killer was black, and his money was green. So you can read between the lines and see what I mean. See, when it comes to the hood, they have no influence. They need a middleman, a real opportunist, one of our own kind is selfish enough to do it. Inject the hood with poison for some lifestyle improvement. That's what these rappers is doing. They selling this crack, just like the devil is back and one of his weapons is rap. They trying to merge it with rap. We know how they get down. They using our biggest rappers to make you embrace the sound. Maybe I'm tripping, no. Maybe I'm seeing things, and maybe I see some things like a need for change. Yeah. Look, y'all got too much influence to be acting foolish. I don't care if you sign up to be a role model or not. The kids gonna follow you regardless. They come with the fame. I mean, you telling them to get money, but you ain't telling them how to do it in the way they won't land them in jail or land them in the grave. And if you did live a troubled lifestyle, whether it was selling crack, pimping, whatever you had to do to get by, you know what I'm saying? I thank God that you made it out. But you telling your story like you the rule. You're not the rule, you the exception to the rule. You the one happy ending out of 1,000 cats that's sitting in jail or buried up under the ground doing what you did. You that one that made it in the game and made some of yourself. So you can't tell it like if they do what you do, they gonna get what you got. And that's only to the couple cats in the game that really did what they say they did. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's negative, if I'm gonna be led down the wrong path, I'd rather be by somebody else who went down the wrong path than somebody who knew the right path and just chose to point me down the wrong way. You feel me? But at the same time, if you've been down that wrong path and you see me going down that wrong path, you be a hater not to tell me to go in the other direction. You feel me? But yeah, man, turn your negative into a positive, dog. Just around.
Better check your clock, bruh. Cause you're gonna definitely need to know what time it is.
Yo.
You know what time it is, right?
Give us a second. Give us a second.
North, west, east, south, everywhere. Four corners, right? You know already, yeah. That who up, Lord? That all Lord. Appointed. This ain't no game here. No, not at all. Gets in the place for the fake and the weak hard. Don't get involved. We ain't got time to worry about you. When it's time to do what we do, you just stay and hold down the fam. Yeah. that gon' make sure we get through. Tell him go get it, cause that's what he told us. Yeah, overnight, sometimes the motors, he'll never go. So he can't control us. Now the game over, they in control us. Born as a liar, barely discovered. But snakes in the grass, we blaze on the Lord. Going rough for everything we showed us. To a battle point, we like, hold up. You know the Lord, the promise land is sight. Full promise, Lord, a true heart of life. Marching on the way to Zion. We marching on the way to Zion. Got mighty man on my left, more mighty man on my right.
Got it.
Light cloud by day, and that fire by night. Marching on the way to Zion. We marching on the way to Zion. It was written what it was, it's what it is. Y'all asking these trombones live. Prophet said, well, you know. If y'all said, now you know. I put my words in your mouth and behind my words are power. Speak to him what I said and watch my army ride. Hey, Shema Yisrael. Listen now. Yahuwah Elohim, Yahuwah God. Word to the wise, yeah, huh? Take heed to the real, stay away from frauds. How do you know who's real fake? When they waiting in the fathers are at odds. It's either the road of life or the road of death. See the road for problems, but only on this side, you don't notice it. There's on that side, think it's over with. Your actions will show who you rolling with. I just watch when they sound like them old flicks. Keep your mind on the road of the land. Those who are true and understand. Living the way he commands, let the ruach be all that you play. The purpose is only for us, it's a the place. So is the front, always overcome. We always to trust, don't be no man, we all make the best. Living to love, death to lust. Action required, belief is a must. We ain't worried about no nothing. I swore it on while I'm working. You know the joy, the promise land is sight. Full promise flowing, a true army of light. Marching on our way to Zion. We marching on our way to Zion.
All right, with it. Slow it down.
Got mighty man on my left, more mighty man on my right. Lay mighty cloud by day, and that fire by night.
Marching on that way to Zion.
Mine, I just can't hear.
We marching on our way to Zion.
Hello? Yeah. Yeah, Mike.
Why can't I hear him? He ain't got a big thing yet.
I never really had much, and much
Never really had.
me. Nah, my nigga name is bad luck. Drop the clutch,
Oh, boy, damn. Go ahead,
Go
ahead.
Last week they gave my people state time. And the visit in my gotta get the grapevine. Living, but that isn't what my sight sees. In my converse, I converse with death in the night breeze. And I need to get it in the crime scene. Well, I'm gonna make with the brain to the crime. Right here. This was the 50 in my society. Maybe more to be a good decision that we got. And I bring it to the different in the killer everybody. Trying to fight my demons while I'm dealing with the bride. Unstable, so the flight just sank. I missed the plane, bloody pain in my picture.
What up? What up?
Rain drop, hands didn't
Hello, Mark.
Why can't I hear him?
You hear me now?
Hey,
I hear you.
you lagging over there.
I'm lagging.
You?
No.
You lagging over there, son. Your screen's slowing up now.
My screen is fine.
What?
Hold on. No, ain't nothing wrong with my screen. That's your screen with all that.
Ain't he lagging? Yeah. He chopped and screwed over there.
That's y'all, man. Reboot your screen. Reboot.
That's you.
That's you.
No.
I'm plugged into the internet. Ain't no Wi-Fi going on. I'm plugged in. This ain't no Wi-Fi over here. This is landline. Hello, y'all. Tell me, how's my signal doing over here? Facebook people. Anybody tuning in? Do I have a good signal or no? Tell me, how's my signal doing over here? Facebook people. Anybody tuning in? Do I have a good signal or no? Tell me.
Hey.
Facebook people. Yeah. Anybody tuning in? Hello?
What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
It was you the whole time, man. Listen, man. When I be driving in the car, I can understand having the chop ups and all that. But now, nah.
Would that be y'all? Who talking? Now, can you hear everything? I ain't dropped one word. You heard every word I say. Now who's skipping?
Am I skipping? I'm skipping over there.
Yeah.
Still. To this day. But I don't know, man. Look, on Facebook, on the live stream, I'm fine. I ain't chopping up on the live stream.
Well, hold on, I'll be right back.
I think y'all got too many tablets on or something.
Ain't nobody on but one.
Oh, well, I don't know. Jingle Wire Jim. It's Jingle Wire Jim, man. They're trying to sabotage. I'm hearing some feedback on y'all end. Oh, man. Well, let's get the music back going until they get their thing figured out. What's going on? What's going on here?
A gangster lives off a set of morals, codes, and principles. Gangbanger lives for the hood against destruction.
I don't know what's going on, people. Sorry about the confusion.
I speak to demons the way I spoke to my enemies. I tell them where I'm from, and then
I tell them what it's finna be.
My words disrespectful to Satan. It's how we all prevail equivalent. They're striking God's gang on the walls of hell. The angels ride for me. I speak and they go to war. Kingdom G status. I represent the Holy Lord. You probably missed it, but I'm stick to the facts though. Ambassador. I rep the king, ruling de facto. Look, the fact is you beat with him if you beat with me. And you all want these problems because my pops undefeated, you see. I'm with that BS Bible study. You did this. Showed me how to put on my armor and handle business. Look, a lot of people claim the hood, but they don't really get it. Ask around, my name is good because I'm really with it. I bring recruits and disciple them too. I'll continue to keep it gangster because I like what I do. It's God's gas. G-O-D-S-G-A and G, Jehovah we be A and G. I'm over here in bag. Yeah. The G homie call it shots. I call them pops. So the hood react when I talk. And that's off the top. A civil war, the hood split before I came along. Pops put some busters off the set because they was banging wrong. Lucifer switched sides. He couldn't kick pride, so he got booted out of heaven. A big divide. He took a third of the turf with him.
Mike, we don't need you watching. We need you in here, brother.
With him, my love is warrior.
blues for the heavens, red for his blood. Christ gave his life for the gang. Now that's gangster love. The Bible is the G code. I live it because it's a letter from my road dog written in blood. I put my gun down and picked up the cannon. 66 shots in the clip. Let's get it cracking. I'm shooting for the truth, so we gunning lies down. Keep it gangster like who wanna ride now. It's God's gang. G-O-D, S-G-A, and G Jehovah.
What up, bro?
Long, brother.
Can you hear me? Is we lagging now?
I hear you fine. Can you hear me fine?
Man, you ain't not lagging anymore.
All right. I guess whatever the problem was, y'all fix that thing over there. That's
Yeah. We had to get right.
There we go. We got the three.
Right.
We got the 3 Hebrew boys over there.
Yeah, me, Shad, Shadrach, and a bad Negro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm probably gonna change my name back to you. Know when
Yeah.
I had a little share.
We over here eating on some leftover Popeye chicken.
Oh yeah, boy. I made some lamb what's them little things? Like some small lamb chops, man. I pan seared them, threw them in the oven, man. Listen, man. If it wasn't Shabbat, I'd make some more of them things. I made some more of them things right now. Hidden with some rice, and some broccoli. Tore that up last night, and I hate I didn't make enough. I had 3 packs, only made 1.
Only made 1.
Things off the real. But yeah,
that's what's up. What the other brothers said?
I put the link out there, man. I talked to Brother Terrence. He might hop on in here.
Oh, okay.
Bruce Rap, I know you on the line. Come on in here, man. Feel free to get in here. We're gonna talk about hot topics and coming out from under the out from under the thumb of this heathen and about security, man. Cause listen, we went to the Hebron men's gathering, right? The elders out there built us a shooting range, right? And a lot of brothers had guns. It was, listen, a heathen did not want to come out there with some ignorance when we was out there with that thing. Listen, man, our people got a problem with accuracy. Accuracy is a big issue. Our people
you accurate. We saw you shoot. You pretty accurate.
I mean, all praises to the Most High, man, because I'm blind, really, to be honest with you. But we just got to get more acquainted with them pistols, man, and them rifles, man. Brothers with rifles, with scopes and everything, missing shots. Can't have that. We can't have that. So, we need to take that as serious. That's a part of our office, man. It's men. It's being accurate. You don't want to miss your target. You in a gunfight, you need to hit what you're shooting at. You don't need to miss that thing, man. Everybody who got a pistol or a rifle, or even if it's a knife or a bow and arrow, whatever you got, we need to get accurate with that thing. We need to know we accurate. We don't need to just be happy with the fact that you have a firearm. You need to know that what you shoot, you gonna hit. You need to be like Drago. You know what they said about Drago? What he hits, he destroys.
Right.
And that's just it, man. Like I would love to read that link. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm finna share it because I didn't share the story, but I've never read the story about the 19 families. So let's share the entire screen. Let's go to Facebook. Let's go to the group. We do have a group for people wanting to acquire land and spread ideas called Israelite Land Matters. Okay, hold on. Let me see something for a second. Israelite Land Matters. Okay, feel free, to request or to try to get on in there. But anyway, here's the article. 19 families purchased over 90 acres of land in Georgia to create a city safe for black people. Hallelujah. We got a sister with a head wrap there, all praises. Other one ain't got one, but we can work on her. In Toomsboro, Georgia, a group of 19 families banded together to create what has the potential to be the next Black Wall Street. Listen, black people are resilient. We've had to be to thrive under systems that weren't built for us. This resiliency has created innovative solutions to impossible problems such as racial injustices, food insecurity, and the lack of secure and safe communities. Ashley Scott, a realtor living in Stonecrest, Georgia, I think I've been there, was reaching her breaking point after watching the murder of Ahmaud Arbery in her home state. In a Blavity op-ed, she wrote that she was distraught, and for the first time in her life, she felt disempowered, which caused her to seek help. You see how our women get grown before they feel disempowered. A black man gonna feel disempowered as a child. They gonna find that thing early. Our sisters get grown before they feel this thing. I sought counseling from a black therapist and it helped. It helped me to realize that what we as black people are suffering from is racial trauma. That's a fact. We are dealing with systematic racism. We are dealing with deep-rooted issues that will require more than protesting in the streets. Hallelujah. Talk about that thing. We need them scriptures. Scott wrote, it will take for us as a people, as Atlanta rapper and activist Killer Mike so eloquently put, to plot, plan, strategize, organize, and mobilize. So that's what I and my good friend Renee Walters, an entrepreneur and investor, did. Scott and her good friend Renee Walters spearheaded the Freedom Georgia Initiative, which recently purchased 96.71 acres of land in Toomsboro, Georgia, to establish a self-sustaining black community. After attending local zoning and city council meetings, Scott said she realized creating a new city would create change and build real black power. I want to say something, man. I used to build grain bins on farms. Grain bin is what the farmers store, corn, beans, they store it in, right? So, after building enough of them, you start to talk to the farmers and you ask them how much land they got. Listen, 96 acres ain't nothing to one of these farmers. It ain't a drop in the bucket to one of these farmers. These farmers dealing with hundreds of acres of land. You're talking about 400, 500, 600 acres. They own literally whole cities. Now, it's good to have these 96, but man, you're talking about people playing with 400, just playing with it. We figured we could try to fix a broken system, or we could start fresh, start a city that could be a shining example of being the change you want to see. We want to be more involved in creating the lives we really want for our black families, she continued. And maybe, just maybe, create some generational wealth for ourselves by investing in the land, investing in creating a community that is built around our core values and beliefs. See, you got to be careful about this. What is these core values and beliefs? Just because you're dealing with black people, this is for, regular people watching this, not people in the truth. People in the truth can have a understanding of how to judge a thing. But this sounds good until you get into, you know, preferences, religious preferences, sexual preferences, moral preferences. Just cause you black don't mean uh let's get together. You might be a pedophile or something. You might be, you know, somebody that my scriptures tell me don't be with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. Let me finish the article real quick. Let me see what we got. It's almost over. It's almost over. All right. The purchase of these sprawling acres come at a time when black land ownership has shrunk drastically. However, recently black families have been purchasing large acres of land to combat the loss and create a legacy for themselves. After the Civil War, newly freed Africans never received 40 acres and a mule they were promised, which led them working to buy their own land. At the end of the 20th century, former slaves and their families owned more than 14 million acres of land. You know what happened to these 14 million acres? When their kids got grown, they went to the cities. Said, I don't want to do this. I want to go live in the big cities. I want to go to New York. I want to go to, wherever the city was, have city jobs and go to Walmart, Piggly Wiggly. There were more black farmers per capita than white ones. However, 90% of that land was lost by the turn of the 21st century due to the Great Migration and racist yet legal dispossession of land from black owners.
For real? Raw.
Some of it was robbing. A lot of it, people right now, most black people in the South got somebody in their family that got land.
Yep. I got 276.
That's what I'm saying. We all related to somebody that got land or had land at one time. You know what happened? They think to sell it because land is expensive. So they said, well, they're going to give us 20,000. We'll give a nigga 20,000 for 80 acres of land. Meanwhile, it's worth 200,000. But our people don't think like that. We don't think long term. We think for right now. Let's get that 20,000. I can do a lot with that 20. Selling their birthright, like Esau.
Yeah.
One such legal loophole that plagued black farmers is heirs property, an unstable form of ownership where land is inherited through generations without a will, with ownership being divided among all descendants. A ProPublica report stated the U.S. Department of Agriculture has recognized it as the leading cause of black involuntary land loss. Heirs property is estimated to make up more than a third of Southern black-owned land, 3.5 million acres. That's what they got, 3.5 out of 14. Worth more than $28 billion. These landowners are vulnerable to laws and loopholes that allow speculators and developers to acquire their property. They build malls and highways across their stuff. Eminent domain. But they usually, I think, they have to pay you, even if they take it. I think. Black families watch as their land is auctioned on courthouse steps or forced into a sale against their will. That's why you're supposed to plan ahead and have the money to buy it back, even if they want to take it and sell it. Or some we gotta try to think ahead on stuff, man. Quit just being the ones that people can come take stuff from, man. Sometimes we gotta die about stuff. if it come down to it, because ain't no point in living. You're gonna be a sucker. Get robbed,
Hallelujah.
slapped on.
Hallelujah.
Scott and the rest of the 19 families are reclaiming the generational wealth that has been denied black people for generations. Now that they own Toomsboro and plan to equip it with black farmers, BIPOC, and women vendors. I don't know what BIPOC is. I don't know what that is. They brought that out of nowhere. And women vendors, suppliers, and contractors. Their goal is to have a community where all black people feel safe without fear of being murdered for who they are. Amass land, develop affordable housing for yourself, build your own food systems, build manufacturing and supply chains, build your own homeschool communities. So your child ain't got to learn about transgender rights. And transgender, man, what? Build your own banks and credit unions, build your own cities, build your own police department. Tax yourselves and vote in a mayor and the city council you can trust. Scott wrote, build it from scratch. Then go get all the money the United States of America has available for government entities and get them bonds. This is how we build our new Black Wall Street. We can do this. We can have Wakanda. Man. Oh man, it's all in how they talk. If you just listen to how they talk, you can see the whole thing. We just have to build it for ourselves. Well, hallelujah, y'all. There is a
Check your email and pull that video up.
Well, speak on that. Speak on what you've heard. Yeah.
Well, what I'm learning is you got to, when you buy land, you got to be able to protect that land at all costs, financially or whether it become physical. You got to protect your land because these people will take your stuff.
I didn't hear her say nothing about no guns.
That's what I'm saying. By any means, you got to be able to protect your land financially and physically. Guns.
I think a lot of our people lost a lot of land because they didn't pay land taxes. They didn't know nothing about the land taxes.
But some of them went up north too.
Right.
When they stuff.
But they got ran up north.
Yeah.
And so that's how they sneak that in. If you don't pay your land taxes, man, they'll put it in the paper, and if you don't contest it, it's gone. So that's how a lot of our people, got bamboozled.
And a lot of the Ku Klux Klan harassed them relentlessly with no opposition from authorities. And a lot of them just said fuck it and just left the land and went up north. Excuse my language.
Up north ain't save them. They was more racist up north than they was down south. Them Italians, Jews, and them Koreans and all that. They said, we don't want you here. We don't want you in our neighborhood.
But they didn't know that.
Yeah, they ain't know. Out the frying pan into the fire.
Right. Yep.
You get that link, big boy?
Yeah, I got it. Here we go. Hold on.
Just think about all the land, like he said, that our people have had and just got took because they left it.
Mm-hmm.
Hello and welcome back to Read.
Here we go.
Covered a story where 19 black families purchased some land down in Georgia. And the plan is for them to turn this land into a safe haven city for black people. Now, apparently they are experiencing some backlash from who, people who don't like the idea, who are speaking out very verbally and very aggressively against the whole idea. Now, I think there is a big misunderstanding on the parts of these people who are speaking out against the efforts of this group. Or should I say, it's not really a misunderstanding. It is more um, playing dumb, pretending like they don't know what's going on and why people made the choices that they are making or that they have made, should I say. Now, we read some of the comments, and I'm not going to
You
provide
see,
advertising for this.
white people.
It is a website that is geared toward
What? When they bought that land, Booker and White came together trying to run them off.
women.
Yeah.
It is very
What
clear
you talking about? She
that
wanted the people to buy it.
it mixed up the whole story. Now you have these 19 references. You talk about the danger, the oppression, the discrimination, and just all of the things that so-called Black people have had to endure for hundreds of years. We're not talking about a brief moment in time where we've had to endure certain things, but we're talking about centuries, right? And so, what they are saying is that we are tired of it, right? One of the commenters said they were talking about the women's images and how they were overweight and different things like this, saying this chick looks like she's 400 years old. Yeah, I guess she looks like she's 400 years old because she referenced one of the people who bought the land. She referenced the fact that our people have been oppressed in America for 400 years. And so they're talking about trying to affix that as if you're not actually 400 years old, then how can you attest to what your ancestors went through? That is one of the most idiotic statements. We know what our ancestors have gone through, you see, and they know too. But there is this thing where they like to try to play dumb and pretend like they don't know what we've gone through, what we experienced. There were some more harsh comments as well. Comments that are, in my opinion, some of them are kind of threatening, you see, but they have been allowed to get away with just saying anything threatening to us, and no one's going to do anything about it. And even sometimes when you attempt to try to protect yourself against the possibility of these threats, then some kind of way their system figures a way to put it all on you. You see, even though for the past 400 years, who's been the threat to whom? I'll let y'all answer that in the comment section. Who has been the greatest threat to whom in this country? Okay. Um, these are the kinds of conversations that many have been having for years. We get gaslighted, we get ignored, we get the old get over it statement thrown at us many times over. This family, or these families, should I say, these 19 families that have come together, they wanted to create something, and one of the commenters made reference. They said, "What if they tried to do the same thing? Then it would be all kinds of backlash and all of this." But what they don't realize is you do have the same thing already. You just don't call it that. You redline communities. You keep people out of communities. You see, they don't understand that we know. It's almost as if they don't think that we know that we have doors slammed in our faces or that opportunities are blocked, and they act as if we don't know because they'll put it in the ad, equal opportunity employer, or they'll say fair housing authority. They'll say all these things in the ad, but they know that in their mind there's no fair housing, there's no equal opportunity. They know that that article doesn't make the decision or those words don't make the decision, but it is made by them. And so they want to keep you out of a place they do. Simple as that. They do. If they want to keep you out, that is exactly what they do. And so to try to pretend like you don't know that there is oppression, that is a form of manipulation, or they figure if they don't own up to it, no one can accuse them of it. Now, some of you, you get frustrated when you hear us talk about these things, but when we go to websites, you all are constantly telling us to be quiet, get over it, stop talking about these things, stop stirring the pot. But when we go to websites, such as this particular one, all I'll tell you is it starts with a B. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. I'm not going to provide any advertising for them, but many of them, you go to their websites and they have it right on their pages. and they just spill it all out. You look in the comment section, thousands of comments, not one positive. All of the comments are geared towards the perpetual hatred of calling us all kinds of names, doing all kinds of things, because the purpose and the environment on that website is to create exactly what we're looking at. You see, and yet you all want us to be quiet, but you're not going over there and telling them to be quiet. See, many of us, we are responding to that, or get this, in my case, I don't go over there and respond. I don't even deal with their websites. Someone else shared it and I was reading the comments. But what I do is I like to wake up my people concerning these things, those who are asleep thinking that the world is fair and honest now. Some of our people are really that simple minded to where they think that the world is fair and honest. And my job and the jobs of many others is to give them that wake up call. This is why, or one of the reasons why we call this channel redirecting, because we need to help to redirect our minds and our focus to reality. Because many of our people have been swooped up in la la land, and that's where they dwell. They don't understand that there's a real world out here with real consequences and real situations that we must deal with on a daily basis. And so that is my job here at Redirecting, to wake up those who are sleepers concerning this world and society and just so many other things that are happening, right? But anyway, I just wanted to talk about the backlash. Of course, there's a lot more, and you can all just imagine what is being said in the comment section on these websites. These people have made it clear that they can't stand us. Okay? And my message is not for those of you who already know this. So you don't have to keep telling me in the comment section. I'm not surprised by these things. I know this is nothing new. Again, my message is not for you. It is for those who are not in the know. Just because you are in the know doesn't mean that Sally or Bob or Tyrone, Sally's not a good name for one of us, is it? Let's go with Brenda. Okay, it doesn't mean that Brenda is in the know because you are. Okay, Tyrone might still be in the twilight zone.
All right, all right. We get the gist of the.
Yeah, but that's my point right there. No, no matter if they know the truth or not, every time black people get together, right, they decide, hey, this is what we gonna do for ourselves. We don't want their help. We gonna live amongst ourselves. That you see who comes sticking their nose in our business.
Mm-hmm. That's their mentality. They don't know no other way. No but take, rob, and steal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, them people don't purchase that land. Now, why they want to bother them? Because it's in their nature.
That's what they do. They steal. They love to steal it. They've been stealing since they got over here. What are your thoughts there, Brother Brandon?
I think we need to start addressing these heathens publicly and just have a narrative out there, because people like us that lifestyle is, about consistent of the scriptures and everything, they try to put us under this blanket called Hebrew Israelites. And the thing
They
about
call us black Hebrew Israelites.
right, yeah, they're not gonna differentiate the fact of it's different parts of us that believe in different things and operate differently. They're gonna show you all the camps. They're gonna show you the camps, what the camps say, and say this how everybody think, this how everybody is. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
not trying to get 6 wives. Everybody not concerned about bringing the heathen into slavery. Are they going? Yes.
Yeah.
If they fortunate, they going. Let's be all the way 100. If you fortunate, you going into slavery.
Right.
Slavery is gonna be a plus for you.
Right.
Because the rest of them going in the lake with the snake.
Yes, sir.
Hallelujah.
So let's get that understood. You're gonna want to be a servant, because we're not gonna do unto y'all as y'all did unto us. We're not gonna even be the one that discipline you. The scriptures tell us we're gonna give you off to another people that's gonna
The
discipline
Sabians.
the Sabians. They gonna
Yeah.
handle it.
You
So
going to the Sabians.
so don't
Right.
ever get us confused with what you see on TV, man. You know, we mainly concerned about getting in the right ways of our Abba and pleasing our Abba. Now there are those among us that it ain't no different than everything. Listen, they caught up in white supremacy too. White people don't act like it's parts of them that's out here terrorizing us. They want to turn a blind eye to they, law enforcement organizations that's been created
Mhm.
for our hurt and for our shame.
Right.
Act like the FBI wasn't created for niggas, for for black people. Act like the CIA wasn't created for black people and for those of us all over the world. Because they don't just want to hurt us here in America. They make sure in every land that we find ourselves that we don't get higher than what they want us to be. It's happening in
That's right.
Europe. It's happening in the Middle
Right.
East. It's happening wherever, in Australia, in China, and everywhere you find a black face, it can only get so high as far as the heathen is concerned. So the nations are confederate against us. So what I say is, don't care about they talk, but be prepared for they walk.
Say it again. Say it
Don't,
again.
don't care about they talk, but be prepared for they walk.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to him, Idris.
It ain't about what you talk about. It's about what you walk out. So if
That's
all
right.
all that hate speech turn into some action, you need to be prepared for that.
Right. Right.
Feelings. You can tell the truth without getting in your feelings. You can
Right.
tell a cracker about a cracker.
Woo!
Now, all white people ain't like this. There are some white people
No,
that love us as a people and will do anything they can to help us. I've met some.
I have too.
The
So,
strangers.
so yeah, the strangers.
And you better not mistreat them strangers that accept them laws, statute, commandment.
The Arbor stand up for them humble strangers and them meek
Come
strangers.
on, dude. That's in the book. That's
Right.
in the book.
Right.
I touch those that'll call on my name.
You better not hold my hair on their head. Better not touch them.
Look, the same things that he tell us to treat ourselves, that's how we supposed to treat them. He said, treat them as one homeborn among you,
That's right.
as a brother and a sister. So that's one thing we got to start putting out here, man, to the world. Let people know that, okay, we all, we recognize ourselves as being descendants of Yaakov, to be quote unquote the Israelite, Yasharal, the seed of Yasharal. But at the same time, a lot of us don't affiliate with these doctrines that's been given our people. Listen, man, listen, I'm starting to figure out we've never really had a real organic movement, a nationwide movement. It's always been started and put out there by the heathen. Everything. When I say everything, I'm talking about
Civil rights,
civil rights, Black Panthers,
Black Lives Matter,
Nation of Islam, Black Lives Matter, all this white folk stuff.
NAACP.
NAACP, everything you can think of that we know about. It's white folk stuff. Now there
They
have been
started.
now
They
now
funded it.
there have been black movements, but you got to know somebody to know something about that. That ain't on your TV screen. That ain't on your magazine. You got to be to know somebody that played a part, or they knew somebody who played a part to tell you about it. It's wives' tales to us.
And
They
then
not
a lot
about the
of
real stuff. They
a
want
lot
you
of
to
them
know violence. Huh?
a lot of the movement got infiltrated. They planted, people in there.
Moles.
So, we
Snitches.
right.
Judases.
Judas. That's what they did. They planted a lot of Judas in the movement. That's crazy.
Yeah. You're right. So okay. There have been some organic movements that we started, just like the Black Lives Matter. Do you know it was some brothers in St. Louis that was really about all the stuff Black Lives Matter claimed to be about? They was really out running. They was really ready to fight, really ready to
Yeah,
die.
one of them got murked, didn't he? One of them got
All
murked.
of them. All of them. It's like 4 of them. All of them got shot up and burnt up in their cars. It's videos. You can Google that. That's Googleable. St. Louis protesters murdered. Look that up.
Yeah, then they hung that woman's son, didn't
they? Yeah, in the backyard.
In the backyard.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's what happened to real black movements. So ask yourself, if this is what happens to real black movements, they get infiltrated, they get shut down, people get killed. How 800 niggas march down the street? How niggas got intercontinental congregations? You know what intercontinental mean? That means you got one in the U.S., you got one in Europe, you got one in Asia, Jamaica, Australia. You got them in every continent.
Meaning you suspect, you got that going on. You suspect, right?
Listen, it ain't my words. Look at history.
Right.
And people try to say, man, it's the Most High. Man, it's the Most High. Okay. It's in the Most High's will that not his will, but the Most High set these traps. He didn't say he didn't set traps. He said, what he said? Something about, does he not take up his trap until he's caught his prey or something like that? If you desire, he wants the people that come serve him to be wholehearted. That means you're going to
on him. Minds and souls on the Most High, right?
You're going to go through some snails. You're going to go through some traps, but you're going to rise above. You're going to make it through. He don't want them people that's not going to endure to the end. That's why he said endure to the end. Those who endure to the end shall be saved. So if you're going to fall into doctrines of men, you're going to fall into stuff created by the heathen for you, then that's on you. But he got the truth out here. The truth is out here. That's why he says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, or the Malkuth of the Shemaim, and all of its righteousness, all of its sadiq. That's what you're supposed to be doing, so you don't fall into snares and traps, so you don't fall into traditions and doctrines of men.
You are almost done.
Preach.
He only wants to try it and to prove it, man. But go ahead, man. You know how I get, man. I get passionate.
Man, I know you brought up on that,
Y'all talk about that. Talk to the people.
Hey, it's just over tonight, eh?
Hey, I'm listening.
I'm like, hey, he put some stuff on my bill for tonight. But yeah, man, all 4 of them got killed. Dang.
Yeah. One of them ran to Louisiana. How you from St. Louis marching protest St. Louis, but you get shot and killed the same way as another dude you was with in the protesting got killed in St. Louis? Darian Seals got shot up and killed and burned up in his car in St. Louis. And a dude got shot and burned up in Louisiana.
DeAndre Joshua.
Yep, I didn't know his name. All praise.
I'm looking at it.
Well, you got young Google over here Googling stuff, boy. Look at it, boy. You done pulled up videos.
Hey, I ain't just talking. I know people be thinking I just be talking, just be running off at the mouth, but no. No.
Hey, one of them was found on the bus unresponsive, and the toxicology came back and said he died of a fentanyl overdose.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
The man got enough sense to be fighting for his people's rights. What he doing fentanyl?
Right.
Then you got to shoot up fentanyl. I don't know. I think it's appeal too. I don't know. That's some heathen stuff. I don't get involved in all that wickedness, man. You know. I know if you got some on the streets, you can get rich. You
Yeah, you can get rich, brother.
And then that Melissa McKinney, that's that woman that her son got lynched. Yeah, man, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, then what about this right here? Then you got people still getting hung in trees. Then that brother over there in Indiana, Illinois, he was out there in the woods with some heathens and almost got strung up. I said, boy, yeah, these people, boy. This ain't a good plan.
don't forget about the woman at the slumber party full of white folks.
Oh, man, talk about it. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, I heard about
This ain't a time to be around white folks. This is a time to be what the scripture say, be ye separate.
it. Right.
Man, ain't got time to be out here. No.
It's time to be sanctified, set apart.
Man, he told us to sit in your chambers, wait till the plagues of the Lord pass. Sit your butt at home. That's in Isaiah 26 and 20. Shoot. Sit at home, just chill. Man. What time is it? 7:19? Okay. I'm going to give you about 10, 15 more minutes because Brother Mike got to go work tonight, bro.
All right. My sister's supposed to be jumping in here, Sister Till. She been in a couple videos before.
Which one is it? I ain't seen her.
Huh?
I ain't never seen her. Heard her.
Well, her Hebrew name is Manatha Yah or something like that.
Right.
I'm not good with the Hebrew name.
Yeah, me either, bro.
I'm sorry, sister, if I butchered your name. I call it.
I can only call one Hebrew name. That's Idris. Idris. You're going off a little bit, Idris.
I'm supposed to be going by Ezekiel, the Hebrew of Ezekiel, Yakazakal. They say I'm stern-headed and zealous. I think that's what it means, or something like that.
Oh, we were gonna call you Mattathias.
What that mean?
Who? You don't know what Mattathias is? He had a zeal for the law.
Right.
Oh.
Mattathias was the Maccabees. That was their daddy. He the one got the revolt started against the heathens, against the Greeks, the booty bashing Greeks.
They got a booty preference. That ain't just a bashing. Oh, for real.
Y'all remember that brother that they found rolled up in the mat?
And that's in what, Valdosta, Georgia.
With his organs missing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Man, there's been a lot of crazy stuff going on, man, that got swept under the rug.
Think about this, black people. Over 60,000 black women and little girls are missing, right?
Right.
They done came out with something called vaginal womb implants. Well, they're gonna be able to put ovaries in these transgenders. Where you think they got the ovaries from?
Well, don't you know they making them fake coochies for them transgenders out of tilapia?
Hold on, I could have said that wrong. It's something. It might not be vaginal wombs. I think it's something like breast milk or so. It's something to do with the female body that now a transgender male could get. When I saw that, I said, man, that's what's happening to our sisters, man.
You talking about what I'm talking about, bro. Everything you said goes along with that. What they doing is they taking the wombs out of those missing sisters and put them in transgenders.
Yeah.
And they put them like them women, them white women that's barren and can't have children. Some of them getting them wombs. Cause you know they population growth is real low. It's like 1.2 right now. And in order you to maintain power, you gotta your birth rate nationally got to be like around a 2.1. They doing a lot of wicked stuff behind the scenes. But you know,
using the skin grafts.
Skin grafts.
Mm-hmm.
That tilapia.
Xenograft.
Read that to color. Read that whole right there.
Tilapia skin has non-infectious microbiota, high amounts of type 1 collagen, and similar morphological structure to human skin. So it has been suggested as a potential xenograft for the management of burn wounds. So they're using that as for skin grafts and stuff.
But they you heard that skin graft, but we read an article where they were taking that tilapia skin and using it for making, you know, fake private parts.
Hold on. I just found an article about the womb implants. Hold on, I'm finna pull that thing up.
All right. Hey, Brad. Hey. Come here.
Oh.
I want to talk to my niece.
Look at that.
Now, here we go.
Hey, look at your screen. Can you read that?
Woman born without genitalia gets vagina made from fish scales. Yeah.
Oh, I tried to tell you. We tried to tell you. Hey, Ray, come here.
I know. You gotta let him see that.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. Listen, look. Put those up there. Can you see that?
Transgender. That's the one I just read.
No, that's a new one. That's the one we talking about. Oh, his screen.
Yeah.
That's awful, man.
Wait.
That's New York Post.
That's in the New York Post.
Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this right here. Leading British surgeon calls for transgender women to have life-changing womb transplant so they can have their own children with IVF. That's in vitro fertilization. A top British surgeon has called for transgender women to get life-changing womb transplant so they can have children of their own. It comes after doctors in Brazil. This is where they try out all their wickedness. They try it out in other countries. It comes after doctors in Brazil delivered the world's first baby from a womb transplant that was given to a woman from a deceased donor last year.
Whoa. Repeat that.
It comes after doctors in Brazil delivered the world's first baby from a womb transplant that was given to a woman from a deceased donor last year.
Wow.
Man, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Now surgeon Christopher Inglefield, founder of the London Transgender Clinic,
Damn,
believes transgender women deserve a uterus implant.
Max, you stop reading right there, big bro.
Let me do it for the people. Let's do it for the people, man. He says the procedure is essentially identical to the one performed on women. They've been doing it for women, apparently. Look, pictures.
Man, that's all.
Man, you know what? Don't the scripture say something about strange flesh?
Man, Most High boy, that's why all this stuff going on.
Man, Most High finna burn this place.
He finna tear it down, bro.
Yes, sir. They going too far.
That's what Black Lives Matter was talking about, cis women and cisgender. I didn't know what the hell they was talking about. Hold on, look. Because once the medical community accept this as a treatment for cis women with uterine infertility, such as congenital absence of a womb, then it would be illegal to deny a trans female who has completed her transition.
Damn. Transition means disease, right?
No, from having a penis to not having it.
Oh, from that transition.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are currently no regulations in place to prevent a trans woman from receiving IVF if they do receive a transplant. The
Oh.
says harvesting the womb from the donor is tricky as surgeons must not damage arteries and veins to the uterus. How did they had to go through trial and error with this thing?
So they've been snatching bodies, bro. They've been snatching live human women, and you best believe they tested it first on black women.
Oh yeah,
off the muscle.
Oh, they got black men. These black men coming up missing too. They probably was trial and error on them. Put ovaries in their head.
Y'all remember that movie, that old sci-fi movie called Body Snatchers? Y'all remember that?
I remember hearing about it. I don't recall it.
Yeah, we're gonna call these folks vagina snatchers, but they snatching vaginas like that.
Little piece of it.
Man, they like penises and nuts and all kinds of stuff. These people, man. We should have known there was something wrong by how much these heathen love Hannibal Lecter, the Silence of the Lamb, and all that. They was too into it, man. They was too into this stuff, man. You know, talking about I love to eat your wife and all these old shenanigans. We thought he was talking about something else.
Right.
Talking about literally. So, you know.
So we got this going on. The LBG, always we call themselves. Then we got the pedophilia finna become legal. Bestiality finna become legal. Man, it finna be wild, wild west out here on the.
It's the Baphomet statue, man. That statue is a lifestyle. Think about it. It's half man. I mean, it's part man, part woman, part animal, and they got two little kids by it.
And then check this. The Antichrist himself is a homosexual.
Yep.
Because it said in the City of Isaiah, he won't desire a woman. So what, if he don't desire a woman, then what he desire? Huh?
Makes sense.
Ain't it funny all of a sudden they pushing this mess? Okay, I digress.
Yeah. But see, they've been doing this. If you think about it, historically, it's been something. But see, the thing is that it's been the super wicked against the heathen, though. The heathen developed. The heathen has been gravitating to the poisons they gave us, right? Just like drugs. They put the drugs in our communities to make us, destroy ourselves. But then the heathen started doing more of the drugs than we was doing.
Right.
It's like with Christianity. They gave us Christianity to hurt us, but the heathens did it more than we did it to a certain extent. So it's like when the heathen was into the Christianity, the ones that knew what everything was and actually worshiped the devil and believed in all this stuff, they had to hide. They couldn't just come out and say it. Because you could get killed for stuff. The heathen will kill something in an instant.
What they do, Brandon?
They'll kill something in an instant, man. They feel like you need to die, they about doing it. Whereas niggas will try to give you every leeway, the longest rope, extra lives, like on Mario or something, get infinite extra men. But the heathen gonna take you away from him. So for the longest time, these devil worshippers and these pedophiles and all that, they had to hide their stuff, and they only let certain people find out. The people that go to their colleges and join their institutions, then they start introducing them to certain stuff slowly. Now, see, these are spirits, and you called me Ezra. The book of Esdras talks about how in the last days, like demon spirits would be released into the earth.
Right.
That's why you see so much wickedness, is that them spirits have been released, and because people don't have a spiritual covering, they don't have a hedge of protection, they susceptible to these demons, and they giving themselves over to it, to the homosexuality, to the transgenderism, to the pedophilia, to the bestiality, to all manner of wickedness. And that's what you see. So now there truly is only a remnant left, to where now you see even people in the truth giving themselves over to forms of wickedness, because it's so heightened and so
they made evil first seeming.
Man, hey, listen, of a great countenance, calmly countenance. Yep. Do as thou wilt.
How much more wicked? Now we're seeing a lot of wickedness in 2020. A lot of people, a lot of wicked, right? How much more wicked do you think it's gonna be in 2021? Cause I had a conversation with a Christian talking about they can't wait for 2021. I said, man, you can't even deal with 2020. You want to see 2021?
Right. Don't even know what they asking.
Don't know what you asking for. And who to say you gonna be in 2021?
Right.
I don't know if I'm gonna be in it or not, but I know.
I hope the Most High grant me access to it.
Most High, no, I'm not trying to fall into the hands of these heathens. So we're gonna have to take each other away from here, because it's just one of these types of scenarios that you get. That's why I'm going so hard, man, because it's like it ain't no. You got to be all in, man. And if it's something that you can't give up, that something in your heart is telling you need to give up, it's telling you to give it up for a reason.
Why is this screen froze?
My screen froze?
Oh, that's supposed to be ticking.
What?
See, we ain't moving.
You moving on my screen?
That's crazy.
Ain't that crazy?
How about now?
No, it ain't on your end, big bro. It's on our end.
Babe, it's dark. No, it ain't. Not all the way. Bring my son. Bring my little one. Are you on this live? We've been had one faithful watcher this whole time.
Hey. No, bro, it had just stuck that didn't cook.
Yeah, it was stuck.
It was on our end, bro. It wasn't on your end.
Listen, man, y'all been accusing me of bad internet all night. Plugged in, shouldn't have no problems.
No, I don't know what happened, man. We were just, I get what they like what we were talking about.
Y'all need to get plugged in too. Get your Ethernet cable.
That's what we need.
What?
Ethernet cable. We need internet run through your house. Plug it, run a cable right through that computer.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, we're gonna see if the order of Michelle's dick accommodate our internet services.
You're right.
You never know. It might go into the fun.
I didn't know they had a cable like that. That was my first time hearing about that.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Brandon stuff's so clear and perfect. Perfect.
Can't hate on edges.
Edges.
Paid the cost. Paid the cost.
Right.
Hey, listen, if any of you watching this video would like to donate, listen, B Lewis 573 at Cash App, B Lewis 3649 at Gmail, on PayPal. You don't listen. I like the kind that jingle, but I love the kind that fold. So
yeah, send all your coins to B Lewis, Cash Out, B Lewis 573.
listen, if everybody send me 50 cents, it'll add up.
Right.
And his PayPal is B Lewis 3649.
3649 at Gmail.
At Gmail.
You know?
Tell them to send them shuckles.
Send all your shuckles.
Send them shuckles.
I ain't gonna be like the pastor. I ain't gonna be like the pastor. You gonna rob God?
Should a man rob God and die?
Yeah.
Well, they hit you that in a minute.
I ain't gonna be like that. I ain't gonna guilt trip you into it. If you're able, hey, listen. I don't look the gift horse in the mouth. I put him in the bone.
Hey, if we put a doggone Cash App on ours, boy, they should know, run us out of time.
Boy, they have a fit.
Hey, boy. Brandon, you just don't know what kind of hell we catch over here.
Hey. Gotta keep pushing, man.
Gotta keep your hands on the plow.
Gotta feel good about trial.
Yeah.
Good about trial and
Cause see, I know me. I'm slick in the mouth. If I go there, yeah, you can Cash Out me. Michael 2244. Look, stop tying it over there and put it over here where it's needed. Now, will a man rob God?
Hey, they pay it. I mean, I don't get it, man. Well, that's a whole nother topic.
No, speak on it, man.
They always talk about.
We need to start a new video. We need to start a new video. I'm
gonna say this. They always talking about the law done away with, but tithing is within the Leviticus. It's in the law. So if the law done away with, why are they tithing?
Oh, good question.
They don't even know that. That's
why ain't I ever heard about the tribe of Levi in church?
Exactly. They skipped that whole book when I was in church.
I ain't never heard about no tribe of no Levi.
I never heard none of the feast days, and I've been in church all my life.
I'm like, I never heard of the royal priesthood.
It's like they admitted all them topics.
Yes, sir.
But we keep the pagan holidays though.
Oh, faithfully.
Mm-hmm.
They can't make the trunk or treat in October get here. Trunk or treat at the church.
They found a way to make it not so unseemly.
Trunk or treat
at the church. Then on Christmas they got that big old Christmas tree up there.
Man,
that's all.
It's so many ways that thing is wicked and abominable. But you know what though? Think about this. I want y'all to think about this. The Antichrist is going to stand in the temple, and when he stands in the temple, that's going to be the abomination that causes desolation, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that's what the scriptures say?
That's what it say.
Now,
speak on it.
Since 70 AD, well, actually before 70 AD, what's the other temple? Where does the Most High dwell? Does he dwell in temples made with hands?
No. So you said he dwelled in the mind, right?
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. In the heart, and the minds, and the nefesh, and the soul.
Oh.
So now this, we know that there's a mark of righteousness, right? And the mark of righteousness is the Torah. It's the instructions of the Most High and living that out, right? Because you're supposed to teach them to your children as you in the way, and it's supposed to be in the frontlets of your forehead and on your right hand, which
Yeah.
which spiritually would signify your thinking and your doing, because your right hand is for action. You grab, you do everything with your right. It's power.
Mm-hmm.
So it's what you do and it's what you think.
Okay.
If it's what you do and what you think, the righteous would be thinking and doing righteousness, which is the Torah, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this antichrist, anti-Torah, anti-word, which we know of to be Christianity today, what's going to happen when it gets into the temple? It's going to cause desolation.
Right. Bring it out, huh?
All the other religions, anything that ain't got nothing to do with Torah is an abomination. You know why? Because it ain't the Most High, it's for the heathen. Learn not
Not the way of the heat.
Hallelujah.
And then there comes a mark. You know why? Because that's going to be what you think and that's going to be what you do. And we know it's been a one world religion. It's called do as thou wilt.
That's it, eh?
Do what you want. It's your thing. Do what you want to do.
Right.
You know? So, you know, as far as the mark and buying and selling, it's been a system created around buying and selling. The people that you buying and selling from is the ones that's in control, the ones that give you your religion, they give you everything. So it's because of the Most High, we even think to come out from among the heathen now, to grow our own food, do our own thing. So you got the Most High, you have this mind to come out, you're not gonna have to buy and sell with them. You gonna have. You ain't got to go buy when you got. You gotta go when your refrigerator full. See, the Great Tribulation was a way for Christianity to try to feel included, to try to include themselves. So, well, they gonna come against the Christians. This is the time when the devil gonna fight against the Christians and persecute the Christians. You ain't gotta persecute no Christians. The Christians serve him.
Thank you, bro.
If you in Christianity, you worship the devil.
You
know why? Because the devil is opposite of how the Most High would have you be. So if the Most High said, don't go after the ways of the heathen, and these holidays and feasts that and these holidays are heathen days.
Mm-hmm.
Are you worshiping the Most High when you keep them, or are you worshiping the devil?
Bring it up.
If he say don't eat pork, don't eat catfish, and you do it, are you worshiping him when you do it, or are you worshiping the devil?
The devil. Hashatan.
Why is it so hard? The way he broke it down, why is it so hard for our people to understand
He said it won't be grievous. We make it grievous.
Because the scriptures tell us they have said in their heart that there is no God, and he will not judge them for doing what it is that they do. That's a paraphrase. I think that's in Ezra, matter of fact, or somewhere.
That's the scripture when they saying that he don't see.
No, that's in Psalm.
When he said he don't. When they said that the Most High don't even see them.
Yeah,
I think so. I don't know which one it is.
Too. He spoke on that a lot.
Right.
You know, people don't fulfill. People just do what they want to do. That's what the tribulation gonna be. The tribulation gonna be niggas paying for all this Christianity and Islam. They're gonna be dead in the streets. They'll have to call the fowls of the air to come to a feast.
Come get them.
Niggas dead. It's gonna be crows and hawks and all them birds that come down and eat dead stuff.
Right, big bro. Hey, that's in the script. I know what you said is the truth.
It's gonna be a sad time. all our relatives that we love and care for, all this stuff. People got to pay, man. That's why it's our job to cry out and to try to get them over now, to get them to repent, to come into the thing. Because we're going to see these people dead in the streets. If we make it, if we wanted the 1/3 that make it into the kingdom, we're going to see these people dead out here. This is one of the cold parts about the scriptures that people want to act like ain't in there. It's in there.
They overlook it, right?
They overlook that thing. Revelation, I don't know. It's scary. I don't be in all. Well, listen, you're going to live it one way or another. That's why I'm going to come and wipe away our tears. We're going to be crying about something when he get back to you.
You're going to be crying, Eddie, right? I'm going to be crying too, shoot.
You're going to be crying about something.
Man, man, people don't understand how serious it is. Anything we get up here and go live for to be famous, man, ain't up here to be famous. I'm here to warn you what's coming.
Right.
Get your damn life straight.
Being that watchman.
Being watchman. That's all. That's what I say. We ain't preaching. We ain't there. We just watchmen. We try to tell y'all what's coming.
Right.
And when he gets here, it ain't gonna be white Jesus with blonde hair, blue eyes either.
Say coming with a great army in the clouds. You don't come with an army to talk and hug and kiss.
He coming to, yeah, they think he coming back to hold hands and skip through the tulips.
The man coming to avenge his Abba. His Abba's bride that people then mistreated and downtrodden. Matter of fact, coming for the wicked. People, you know how people talk? If you listen, if you be in different places and see how people ridicule the Most High and say, "Oh, he did, oh, he did," ooh. Like I done seen some comedic brothers really bash the Most High, especially the Most High of the Scriptures, and try to ridicule him and try to say, "Well, if he really all this, then why he do this and why he do that?" Ooh. People got some nerve, man. People out here bold when they talk.
That's all.
Most High gonna put him in a place where it's great weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Whoo!
What was all that talking at? Talk now. And he got tormenting angels. That's gonna be a part of this stuff. Talk now. Where's all that bold talk you had?
That's why I want to bring out with you about the levels of heaven, the seven heavens, and the what happened to the soul when they die, and about the tormenting angels and all that. We just now got our hands on the book of Enoch, and we want to bring all that out because the people been asking us about that.
Man, look up that Testament of Paul. I sent you the Testament of Paul. I mean,
yeah, I got it. I got Testament of Paul, but I ain't got it in hard letter though. I want it in hard letter.
I don't know.
I got a PDF.
Or not. You talking about a book? You want to get a book of it?
Yeah.
And the thing is that it's also like they think it was about a testament of Mary, but Mary wasn't caught up to no third, and it don't make sense because women ain't. People think it's misogynistic or whatever, but women don't be playing the main roles like that. That's some heathen stuff. Women is in the background.
Then they got a book out where you talking about Mary Magdalene was Jesus' side piece.
Man, that's
some heathen stuff.
It's heathen stuff. You know why? Because they worship Mary Magdalene. They worship the woman, man. A lot of them. Listen, that feminine spirit, like that's one of the most powerful spirits, man. That feminine thing, that feminine / sexual lust demon.
Well, you know who you're talking about, don't you? You know who you're talking about when you say about that feminism, that lustful spirit, huh?
Beyonce.
No, Adam first wife. You know, she's a demonic spirit running throughout the earth.
Lilith,
yeah.
You know, I really don't know about the Adam first wife part. I haven't read up on that. I've heard it, and different areas. But it's set from all the books I've read, it sounds that wasn't in there. It seems
Right. What's that?
more of
Read
a
it.
of heathen folklore type thing that they just made somewhere. You can't find it in any other script. It ain't referenced in the 66 and the Apocrypha 14. I read
No, you-
I
Huh,
read
go ahead.
Adam and Eve. I don't recall seeing it in there. Where'd y'all see it at? About
Uh, hold on. I got it. Hold on. That's why I gotta talk to the what's the name about this book. Hold on, let me get this book. The I got the books of Enoch, the angels, the watchers, and the Nephilim.
that's where it's at?
Yeah,
About
that's what it said.
about Lily.
Yeah, that's what it was at. That's why I read it at. What page was it on? Talks about where these scrolls come from.
Not playing. Well, man, shoot me like a link or something to that thing, like the passage that it's in or whatever. Cause the sun that went down over here. I'm finna
All right.
put something to eat together, man.
All right, Hebrew.
Man. Well, all
Nice,
praise
man.
coming out
Yeah.
to chop up. We can have one later on tonight if you want to, or
I'll
whatever.
be at work, Edges. Now, wait a minute now, Edges. I won't be at work now.
Oh, we can do it while you at work, while you drive.
Yeah. Cartel, you know how my phone is when I'm driving. It'll be, don't act right.
Well, you need to get a better service, man. You can't be
Man, I'm with Verizon. I got the best service. Now, I don't took a lot of verbal abuse from you about my connection today. It's
you might
enough.
need you might need to go to Sprint or somebody, man. You know,
Man,
Verizon.
no, especially not Sprint in this area. Man, Sprint is awful.
How about Cricket?
But they use Verizon's towers.
Oh, okay. Well, you might be in there then. I got Cricket.
See, that's why you in there. You talk bad about Verizon.
I was on T-Mobile for the longest, man, but I had so many problems.
T-Mobile is owned by Sprint.
Yeah, that's probably why.
You don't have no connection in the woods with Sprint. But hey, you coming up when they do the feast day? Or coming
Huh?
down?
No, I will be through. I will be going to Salt on the 6th in next month, and I'll be coming through there. I think I might stop by, say shalom to the brethren. How
Yeah,
close
man.
um, to Memphis and all that?
An hour.
Where
You say
y'all
how
at?
far we from Memphis?
Yeah.
We're an hour from Memphis. No
Um,
way. Hour and a half.
How
Yeah,
far?
hour and a half.
How far
Huh?
from Altamont? Altamont, Tennessee.
About 3.5 hours.
Oh, okay. Well, we planning to do a whole suite, man. How we did last time. Hit different states and stay a couple days here, a couple days there.
Right.
I don't know. We might not even be able to do that thing. Times and got a little different now. It was
Yeah.
and with you know,
You might need to just go on and go to Salt and come right on back home.
I know. Saying I was thinking about doing a whole little round trip. I want to go home to Alabama. Show my
You
mom.
got the little one now.
I don't know.
We got the little one now. We got the little one in the scene now.
Yeah, I know. Little one, but I don't know. We need to travel and see our people while we can. Might come a time where we ain't able to do this.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
You showed, boy. You said some truth there. You in Marshall, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder how far Marshall from here.
Marshall.
Marshall, Missouri.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, hold on.
Hour from Kansas City.
How many hours?
An hour.
So
Ask him how far is he from Carruthers.
man, he about 5 hours from Carruthers. And if you run an hour from Kansas City, that means shoot, Kansas City from here 11 miles. So
11?
he about to go 10 and a half up to get to Marshall. Hey, I've been to Marshall. Marshall 70.
Yep, on 65. From 70 to 65.
See? Yeah. Yeah, I've been through Marshall, rode through there on my way to Kansas City.
Yeah. Well,
different kind of black people out there.
They all westernized.
Yes, sir. How far is it, Cortez?
392.4 miles.
392 miles?
Yeah.
To Marshall?
Yeah.
Going through the woods, I bet.
It took me 590 miles, I think, to get to
Memphis? Or Salt?
I think the Salt.
Trying to see. There it is.
Cannot get you.
7 miles and 41 minutes.
I know it was. I was talking about 307 miles and what? 41 minutes. 8 hours. The way I drive, 9.5 hours.
You drive slow?
Shoot, I got CDL, bro. I can't risk no ticket through job. My ticket be high. So we leave right now. We be at Brandon House. Oh, about 4 in the morning. 4:30 in the morning. 4:30ish. Come on, let's shoot up there.
Y'all be right on time to help me cut some grass tomorrow.
No, you cut your own grass, dog. You gotta cut your own grass.
Crazy.
We love you, Edges, but we didn't come 400 miles cut no grass.
7 hours and 19 minutes.
I feed you good now. We got.
We'll leave right now if you feed us some lamb chops.
We got a freezer full of meat. We got lamb chops in there. We got salmon.
Right.
We got
grab it. Let's go.
cod.
I don't want no fish. I want some meat. I want some lamb.
Hard to find some whitening now.
It is. Well, there's plenty of whitening down here.
Hard to find whitening up here, boy. I don't know if they didn't lost their plug or what, but it's hard. All you see is tilapia, salmon,
and catfish.
Catfish, man. Listen, man, it's so ridiculous. And salmon high as hell. Salmon is the steak of fish. It's the T-bone, New York strip of fish. It's the tomahawk steak. It's the tomahawk steak of fish.
Hey, he ain't lying. He telling the truth.
7.5 beef.
Man, it's high, bro.
That means it's the New York strip of fish.
Lamb high as hell too. Lamb is high.
Lamb high.
You see a brother with.
That's why we come to eat your lamb, Edges. We come to eat your lamb.
This,
Bro. He froze. See, that ain't us this time.
I don't know how it. No.
That's on him. That's on him. That was on him. It wasn't us. That was on him.
No, that's y'all. Y'all.
No.
Now, wave your hand. Oh yeah, y'all been froze. You ain't just now got froze. You been froze.
Man, we ain't froze.
It's cool now. Yeah, just now.
Who froze, man?
You were froze, man. Your favorite froze, but we were still moving.
Man, y'all gotta get rid of that Verizon, man. Y'all need to get with Google or something. Google got an internet service now.
See, that's what we get off the line. This is what we gonna call this live over with. We can't take no much more of this, Edges. You too hard on us.
I'm trying to be helpful. I'm trying to be helpful.
Them lamb chops right there with some garlic herbs.
I'm trying to point you in the right direction, brother.
Marinated in garlic, rosemary, thyme, olive oil, and infused in something. Well, them chops
I think I'm for the order us a steak for two, Avery.
Whatever I did to them lamb chops last night, that's the standard now. Everything else you got to get better or less than now. That thing was like some neck bones that been boiled all day or something. That meat came off the bone. It was seasoned right. It was everything you want. Listen, my baby said it don't need sauce.
What you seasoning with, bro?
Some slap
herbs and spices. He gonna get that away.
Slap your mama and lemon pepper.
Slap your mama and lemon pepper.
Okay.
Now I know that ain't, listen, I'm from Birmingham. We don't do all that old, paisley leaves and all that old extra fancy. But slap your mama and lemon pepper did the trick. Trust me, you wouldn't have had no complaints. Matter of fact, your only complaint would have been probably, where's some more at?
Have you ever used that Creole seasoning?
That's pretty much slap your mama. It's damn near the same thing. But yeah.
Okay.
I don't really.
Yeah, I put that Creole seasoning in everything I cook. Man, woo! Lord have mercy.
Man, I'm finna go, man. We get me up at me and Avery steak.
I'm finna go. Listen, tonight I'm doing some fried salmon. I ain't never had fried salmon before. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. Have y'all ever had fried salmon?
Yes, sir.
You know what? We can't eat a high off the hog like you, brother.
Yeah, it's good with rice and grits.
Truckers, man. Y'all listen. Y'all is
we don't eat high off the hog like you. You see what we got to deal with? We got to get coupons and go to Popeye.
Y'all upper middle class, man. I know how y'all move.
You see me put that my Popeye?
Y'all upper middle class.
Some old Popeyes.
Some old Popeyes.
Y'all making $100,000 a year driving them trucks, man. I know it.
If I was making $100,000 a year, I would not be sitting here talking to you.
Damn. That's why you ain't making it right there. You need to be.
That's why the Most High humbled me right down here with the $20,000 a year, folks.
Well, you all quit.
20. Gotta be making.
Yeah, quit that.
I think I was at about 25, 25 a couple years ago.
Man, I was at 40, bro. I was at 40, and boy, I miss it. That just got snatched from me.
Y'all just want me to tell y'all how much I make.
Well, I ain't saying I made 40.
You supposed to be balling out here. You a bachelor, you got no wife to take care of. You on the road the majority of your time.
Idris, you too much in my life, Idris. We got to go.
Hey, how that
you don't bust me out. You don't bust me out on live.
He's a bachelor and he loved the Most High and he getting plenty of money. He just wants you to act right, ladies. That's all he wants. He just
Right. He taking it all up. Hey, he saving it for the woman.
Oh shit, boy, you gonna make me come.
Listen,
He waiting on his roots.
That boy got a storehouse of money waiting.
Storehouse of nipples and pennies. You know what you gonna see?
He like Scrooge McDuck. He got a bathtub full of gold coins. He just waiting.
Hey, bro, you tripping, man. Y'all tripping. I'm finna go. Y'all too much for me. That's why I don't do lives with you, Brandon.
It is inbox. Michael been Israel. Holla at it.
They sure gonna be in there.
He taking out